Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, my fantastic family and friends? It is your boy, Mr. Dominique, aka the Scorpio King, right back at you with another episode of Dom's World. From right up top, you got your world and I got mine. So, what are we chopping up this morning, family? I think I got another good one. I got another one that I'm sure someone needs to hear. This is one of those subjects, again, family. I want to chop up how conflict is distraction. Okay? Conflict is distraction, family. I want you to understand this because right now you are on your spiritual journey. You are on your walk with God. You are trying to elevate yourself. You are trying to accomplish your goals. You're trying to achieve your dreams. You're trying to elevate your mindset. You're trying to get control of your mindset. You're trying to be a happier person. You're trying to be a more positive person. And anytime you step on that path and start striving for those things, the devil is coming. You need to understand that the devil is coming. Conflict is coming. Distractions are coming. It's all rolled up into one great big ball, and it's all coming down a hill to destroy you. All right? Conflict is distraction. Whether you on your journey or not. Whether you're on your journey or not, if you're just trying to have a good day, if you're just trying to have a good day, if you wake up and you say, today is the day where I'm just going to have a good day today, conflict is coming. The distractions will happen because the devil don't want you to have not only a good life, not only a good day, he don't want you to have a good moment. He don't want you in a good mood. Misery loves company, family. The devil is misery, and he wants your company. And guess what? He wants it for an eternity. And guess where he wanted it? In darkness. Conflict is distraction. Chop, chop. Let's chop it up, baby. Let's chop this up. Let's get into this. Family, I want you to understand. Okay? I decided I'm going to share something with you, you know. So I'm going to share with you. You know, we family. We family. We kinfolk. We kinfolk. I'm welcome to your family reunion. You welcome to mine. Okay? So let's talk because we family. I'm going to share something with you. I decided years ago. Okay? Years ago. So you have to realize I'm 44 years old. I ain't got no problem sharing this age with you. You know what I'm saying? We have to be proud of where we are in life. We have to be proud of our age. You know what I mean? We have to be proud of that. If you're not proud of your age, maybe you're ashamed of how you look or something. I don't know why people be ashamed to say how old they are. Okay? I'm 44 years old. I'm proud of it. Ain't got no problem telling you that. And so when I tell you that I decided a long time ago, I've decided somewhere in my 20s or my 30s, okay? Because I'm in my early 40s. So when I tell you I decided a long time ago, I decided a long time ago. Whether it makes me sound old or not, it's all about how you feel, and I don't feel old at all. So I decided a long time ago, so in my 30s, so that long ago, that I would not get into a argument or an altercation with my brother, my sister, my mother, my father, you know, like my immediate family members. You know, it was just a conscious decision because, you know, of course, it's easy to get into a disagreement with your immediate family. You can get into a disagreement with your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. It's very easy to get into an argument, especially with your brother or your sister. You grow up arguing with each other. So I'm not saying like because we get into an argument, it's got to be all bad. I'm not saying because we get into an argument, we have to hate each other. I'm not saying that at all. You know, me and my sister used to argue a lot because she's my little sister, and I used to try to tell her what to do. Plain and simple, you know what I mean? So, and she wasn't having it, you know, especially when it came to her dating. You know what I'm saying? So that's just natural between any brother and sister, right? So I've just decided, I remember I was in my 30s and I just, I had probably, as an adult, I had a couple of arguments with my sister over things that we didn't agree with. And I only had one argument with my brother. Because me and my brother, we've always pretty much gotten along. It's just, we just always gotten along. I guess the 5-year age difference between the two of us, he's always more so looked up to me than anything, and then when we became adults, of course, he became his own man. And then we're different. Me and my brother are night and day almost, but we've always just gotten along. But we did have one argument one time. So, and then I think I've probably had one big disagreement with my mother as an adult, and with my father a few times as an adult. So just looking back at that, I remember one time in my 30s, I just remember hearing about how mothers and daughters weren't speaking to each other. Fathers and sons weren't speaking to each other. Brothers and sisters weren't speaking to each other. And I just remember just making a decision one day, a conscious decision. I just say, you know what? I'm not going to participate in that. I would just much rather love my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister. I much rather just love them. And even if I don't agree with them with something they say or something they do, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Their life is their life to live. It's not for me to control it. I can have an opinion. Oh, well, it is what it is. We all got opinions. They're going to do what they want to do, and I'm going to do what I want to do. We all grown. I'm not going to argue with my immediate family. And when I made that decision, I stuck to that. Now, I say that to say this, because when you make a decision like that, don't think that conflict won't try to test you. And the reason I made that decision is because I was already deciding to try to become a better person anyway. I was already just tired of a worldly viewpoint and thinking in a worldly way. I was already just deciding to mentally change how I saw things and how I dealt with people. And I was like, let me start with my family first, my immediate family. I'm not going to argue with them over anything ever again. And I haven't. And even if they say something I don't like, it just don't matter. It doesn't matter. At this point, all I want to do is love them. That's it. I don't want to argue, fuss, and fight with them. I don't want to be mad with them. I'm not participating in it. They could be mad at me for something because I can't control how they choose to look at the world and how they choose to feel. I can't control that. I've given up trying to control other people. Again, I've given that up a long time ago too. I know I can only control me. That's it. So I decided what I would do and how I would deal with them. And that's what I've been doing. And I've been in a peaceful place ever since then. Whether they mad at me for something or not, I have no idea. And if we talk about it, we can. But guess what? We ain't going to argue. We can't argue because it takes two to argue. And Dominique ain't participating, baby. I love you. Ain't got time for it. That's the same way I feel about people in the world. I'm not going to get into conflict with people in the world. It's a distraction. It's a distraction from the good vibrations I'm trying to keep a hold to. It's a distraction from the goal I have my mind set on. It takes time out of my day for me to be mad at you. It takes time out of my day for me to take time and argue with you. It takes time from what I'm trying to do. It takes me away from my goal, my dream. It takes me away from feeling good, feeling positive. It takes me out of my good vibrations to go into a different place and argue with you, get into conflict with you. And then when you talk about holding on to those feelings for months or for years because now we beefing, absolutely not. I ain't participating. Does this make sense, family? When you on this spiritual journey, you don't have time for these things. Conflict is a distraction. People trying to argue with you, it's a distraction. People trying to beef with you, it's a distraction. It's a distraction. And that's how clever the devil is. That's how clever. You got to remember, he's cunning. Look up the definition of the word cunning. In the Bible, he was described as cunning. He's cunning. He's clever. Manipulate you. Okay, he will manipulate you. He will mind bend you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be better. You got to be smarter. You got to be stronger. Conflict is a distraction from your goals, your dreams, you feeling good about yourself, you being happy. Just think about it. Just think about how you feel taking time to argue with anybody for any reason at all. Whether you take time out of your day to argue with a stranger over a parking spot. Think about the how your vibrations are lowered just to do that. And then think about some of y'all, no matter how godly you are, when people take you there, when people upset you and make you angry, it takes you a while to cool down. It takes you a while to come down. And some of y'all, you be mad for the rest of the day, depending on what happened to you. Just think about it. Conflict is distraction, even in the car on the road. Road rage. Oh my God. Road rage is one of the biggest distractions that most of you fall into. Most of you leave your house in a pretty good mood. You leave your house in a pretty good mood. You get in your car, you start your car, you're in a pretty good mood. You head out and you're on your way to work, you're in a pretty good mood. The second you get out there into the traffic and then people start doing what they do, you start cursing, you start arguing, you start flipping people off, you start going in, the darkness takes over. The darkness takes over in your car. As soon as somebody almost cuts you off, as soon as somebody's driving too slow, driving too fast behind you, the devil comes out. He's clever like that. He's cunning like that. Yeah, you had a good start to your morning until you got in your car and got on the highway. And that road rage took over. That's conflict. You sitting there doing all that madness, all that angry stuff in your car. That's a distraction from your good vibrations. That's a distraction from you focusing on staying positive, going into your job positive. No wonder you go in pissed off every morning. You got to get on the highway every day. So every day you're distracted by the highway. Conflict is a distraction, family. Just to argue with somebody in the grocery, just to argue with a stranger over who got in line first. All these things, to argue with your friends over, whether you called me or not, whether you came to pick me up late, whether you canceled plans on me or not. Arguing and getting into it with people, conflict of any sort, of any kind, is a distraction. I can't say it to you enough. I can't say it to you enough. You being distracted. All this conflict that you coming across, that you participating in, you're being distracted from what's really supposed to be your vision and your focus, your goals, your dreams, keeping yourself in a good, high vibrational state of mind. You're being distracted from it every single day. And guess what? You're falling for it every single day. Wake up. Wake up. Jump out the rat race. Stop participating. Get off the hamster wheel. You seen the hamster wheel? Have you seen it? You seen the hamster on the wheel just going and going and going and going? Where is he going? Where is he going? Nowhere. And that's what you're doing when you constantly participating in one conflict after the next. Will there be times where you have to stand up for yourself, defend yourself? Yes, of course. You'll know when that is. Don't go out here looking for it. And you ain't got to participate in it because it come your way. You don't have to. It takes a bigger man to walk away. It really does. And you know what? If you got something to lose, then you got a reason to walk away. A man without nothing to lose is ready to participate in every conflict because he ain't got nothing to lose. You got a family, you got bills, you got a house, you got a car, you got a job, you got a career, you got something to lose. And conflict ain't worth it. All right? Conflict is distraction. Don't you forget it. If you like what you hear, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for all notifications, like and share your boy videos. I am Mr. Dominique, aka the Scorpio King, saying peace. One love. Keep your vibrations up here at all times. I love you. Stay blessed. Namaste. Do not forget, conflict is distraction. Do not participate in it because you're bigger and better than that. Wolfpack, holla at your boy. I'm out.